partner have a prayer life. You cannot marry someone who depends on your prayer life. Right now, I'm in Kenya for about a week. My wife is home with the kids. I mean, God forbid, let's imagine one of the kids is going through a situation. Who is going to do the prayers? And I'm here. You need to marry somebody who has a prayer life. Who can pray? Who can pray? Who can pray? That even when you are discouraged, they can pray for you. Are you following what I'm saying? You need to test their prayer life. Not prayer in a Kesha like this. You know, everybody can pray in this kind of place. Prayer when you are alone. What's your prayer life? Somebody say steadfast. Steadfast. That means they have a consistent prayer life. These are the qualities. The second law, quickly. The law of mutual value. The law of mutual value. I want to quickly explain this. Do I have? Okay. Let me explain this. This will work better. Okay. So I just want to explain this law quickly. This will make you understand it easier. All right? Gideon, come and hold the mic for me. Okay, so just look up. If I explain it with this bottle, you'll never forget it. I'll talk about it, but let me explain it. So let's this water is too small. Can I have any more? Sorry, it's okay. Okay, so can you all see this bottle? Do we go up? Can you all see it? Can you go up there? Okay. Can you see this bottle? What do you call bottle in Swahili? I don't know whether I need an interpreter. Whatever it is, can you see it? Okay, so let's imagine yeah, okay. You know, women are always well dressed and guys are not well dressed. So let's imagine this is the lady, well dressed, okay? This is her water level, that's her value, what she carries, her content. And then this is the guy. We're talking about the law of mutual value. Both of them get into a relationship. Then this is what happens. What should be a good relationship means that the guy pours into the girl, right? The girl pours into the guy. And they keep pouring on themselves. And if they keep doing that, their capacity is going to remain the same. But when you are in a relationship that is no mutual value, this is what happens. You keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring until you get empty. And what happens to empty vessels? That's what the law of mutual value is. Thank you. You must go with somebody who adds to you. If not, whatever you have, you're going to exhaust it, including money. You cannot be in a relationship where you are the only one buying airtime. Who says women cannot buy airtime? Who says it? I remember, I'm a very funny person. I remember the first time I took my wife out and we went somewhere. There was a juice. I didn't grow up from a very wealthy home, okay? So there was one particular juice. I said, can we have this juice? He said, yes. I said, I won't buy it for you. Even me, I have not taken the juice. So I will buy it. You will drink half. I will drink half. You understand that? So that in case you say no, I will not feel too bad. I will know that part of the juice entered my body. Some of you are just doing wrong investments. You have spent thousands of shillings on a girl that you are not sure you will get married to. It's wrong investments. If you need to always do things for someone to know that you love them, you're going to struggle in the relationship. Mutual value. You can't be the only one giving her books. Read this book, read this book. She never recommends a book for you. At a point, you get tired. Don't be in a relationship that exhausts you. It should be mutual. That means that the person is putting in value into you, and you are also putting in value into them. Please, my brother, can you give me Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 8 to 11? Let's read it from the Message translation, and that will explain this law. Mutual value. Mutual value. Are you there? Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 8 to 11. There is one alone without companion. He has neither son nor brother, yet there is no end to all of his labor, nor is eye satisfied with riches. But he never asked, from whom do I toil and deprive myself of good? This is also vanity and a grave misfortune. Let's go on, sir. It is better to have a partner than to go alone. Share the work. Come on, what's happening? Are you guys tired? Share the work. Share the wealth. I like this. Share the work. Share the wealth. So, no, you can't say that I just want somebody who is rich. Who says you cannot be rich? Who says a lady cannot be rich? Who says as a lady you cannot be so rich and you tell your husband, we already have a house we can move into? Oh, glory to God. I told my sisters from day one, don't ever think that you are a liability that someone is going to carry someday. Become an asset. Build yourself. Be strong. And if somebody says, oh, this lady is too confident, I cannot marry them, that's someone with a low self-esteem. You should be able to marry a champion. If you are a giant, you should also be able to marry a giant. Are you following what I'm saying? Share the work, share the wealth. Absolutely. Next verse, sir. And if one falls down, the other helps. But if there is no one to help, tough. Two in a bed warm each other. Alone, you shiver all night. I know this is the one you like. Like, oh Lord, I need somebody to warm me. But remember, before warming you in the bed, work comes first. Work, wealth, warm. Work, wealth, warm. Not warm, wealth, work. That's the wrong order. It's work, wealth, warm. So if there's no work and no wealth, there's no warm. Okay. Do you understand that? Okay. Good stuff. All right. The next, can we go to Ecclesiastes 10:10, please? If the axe is dull, its edge is unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill brings success. Give me Proverbs 27 verse 17. Proverbs 27 verse 17. Okay, let's, no, let me not get into this. Go to Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron. You use steel to sharpen steel, and one friend sharpens another. Meaning that when you come into a relationship, you should be more sharpened. You should be better. Not like you come into a relationship and even the knowledge you know is being drained away. It can be a burden. Relationship is not a burden. Are you following what I'm saying? If I come into a relationship with Auntie Mercy, she should be able to do much more than she was doing before I met her. I should be able to do much more than I was doing before she met me. So for instance, if she's leading Dominion Generation and I meet her, Dominion Generation should increase. God talks increase. So you cannot be active in Dominion Generation and get into a relationship and then we don't see you in meetings again. There's something is wrong. You are not being sharpened. You just got in contact with a wood. And you're going to be dull soon. Are you excited? You're going to be dull soon. You have to get married to somebody that sharpens you, that makes you better. Are you understanding? You have to get married to somebody who can give you something that makes you better. Not like you used to be committed, then after you got married, or after you got into a relationship, we can't find you anymore. And let me tell you this, let me tell you, do like this, so that it will not fly past. Don't go to any boy's house to wash clothes. Don't clap, listen, don't clap. Put your hand there, put your hand there. Put your hand there. Don't laugh, don't clap, be serious. Don't go to any boy's house to wash clothes, to cook food, until he has paid your dowry. Did you hear? If he says, I want to know if you can do these things, ask him to go and marry a nanny. Are you following what I'm saying? Don't play wife before you are wife. You will lose value. Can you come and cook for me? No way. I'm not cooking. Oh, the other girl can come and cook. Let her cook. Things don't have the same price in the market. You didn't get that. I said things don't have the same price in the market. I'm a royal priesthood. I'm a holy nation. I'm a chosen generation. When you do the right thing, I'll cook for you. But until you do the right thing, you cook for yourself, you wash your clothes, you sweep your house. You understanding what I'm saying? Don't reduce your price. The supermarket is large. Can I tell you this? I might not be able to finish this, but can I tell you this? You are not for sale. If a man is getting married to you, he's not doing you a favor. This is not about, you're not somebody who was dumped in the mother's house and they're trying to rescue. I hope they will come and carry me to my husband's house. You are not a good. Don't treat it like this boy, if this boy doesn't marry me, nobody will marry me. There are 7 billion people in the world, for goodness sake. No, I'm not like that. I don't believe. And I'll teach you something. When people say there's a perfect will of God for you in marriage, I'll explain something to you. That theory is actually not correct. I'll explain it. Okay, let me explain it now in case I forget. So 3 of you come. You come, you are fair. You are, is this chocolate or what now? You are black. Okay, then you are chocolate or what? You are chocolate. Wow. Oh, Elder Julius, I wish I was not married. Look at chocolate here. Okay, come. Okay, come. Come stay here. 3 of you come stay here. 3 of you come stay here. I want to just explain to you about, it's very important. Let me just explain so that I don't forget. 3 of you stay here. 3 of you are dressed like you are looking for wives. Come. 3 of you come. These guys are ready. Okay. So, now this is the popular theory people teach. That there's one particular person who God has said you should marry. And if you don't marry that one person, you've missed God's will. Now this is what it means. Let's say I am God, okay? Then, yeah, I'm God. I like the feeling. Okay, so let's say I'm giving their theory now. Let's say I'm God and I have designed that. Please, this is example. This is not prophecy. So let's example. Cameraman, please capture me well. This is example. Okay. So let's assume I am God and I've decided that you should marry this person. Okay, so hold our hands. You are free to hold for 5 minutes. Hold well. Come. This might be your only opportunity to hold our hands, so hold properly. Hold very well. Chocolates. Hold chocolates very well. Okay, so this is what people teach. Now let's assume, so you can let your hands go. The time is over. You didn't hold on time. It's okay. So let's assume this guy makes a mistake because he's not hearing God well, and he goes over to marry this girl. Now, do you know what happens? It means nobody in the world will ever get it right again. Do you understand the example? It means because you have made a mistake and married her, it means no matter how this person is perfect, he would never get it right because this one mistake affects everybody. God is too wise to make one person's mistake affect 7 billion people in the world. So there's no one perfect will of God for your life. There's no one perfect will. But this is what happens. So you guys go and sit down. You guys go and sit down. Okay? Thank you. Go. I told you to hold very well. You were holding lightly. Now your time has expired. This is what happens. Listen, this might be the best thing you'll learn tonight. This guy is called to be a pastor. Okay? Now, this lady is in dominion generation. Come so that you can see the person you are getting married to. Don't. She sings, but she's very jealous. This lady sings, but she's fine. She's okay. She's patient. She's calm. This lady sings, but she's very emotional. She can be on fire today, cold tomorrow. This is what is going to happen. If you read the book of Genesis, we're going to go there. It says, and God gave him a helper who is suitable. Suitable. So this guy, he has these 3 ladies before him. And by the Spirit of God, he can look at this and say, if I marry this jealous person, it won't work well. Because these are the kind of people that when you're a pastor and you're talking to older girls, your wife will just be like, yeah. Who was that girl you were talking to after service? When you have finished preaching, it's better you come home to your family. You understand that? So you know it won't work. And then he goes to meet this girl and finds out that the girl emotionally is up and down. These are the kind of people that you can wake up your wife and say, let's go for Kesha. I'm sleeping, I'm not coming. That's the pastor's wife. And then he sees this girl and feels fine. This is calm. She sings. And by the Spirit of God, he has the mind of Christ. He can settle and say, this is a helper who is suitable for me. It is in very rare cases God specifically speaks to people about their wives. God gave you a brain so you can think. Thank you. Thank you. So you have to, that's why I said you can't fall in love. You have to bring out paper and calculate. X plus X, this one won't work. One, you have to, and as you're doing that prayerfully, and then you see a partner who is suitable. Everybody say suitable. Now, when we read the amplified version of that, you will understand that. Are you learning something tonight? Well, somebody give the Lord a scream. Right. So when you download the book, I talked about areas of values that can be shared: spiritual values, Bible studies, intellectual values, emotional values. You cannot be the only one calling the girl. The girl has to call you sometimes. All right? Financial, mutual, assistance, talent and skills, wisdom. You cannot go and marry a foolish girl. It will drain your wisdom. The girl should also be wise. Sometimes, I'll tell you something. I said, my wife is a very wise woman. My wife is very wise. She's quiet, but she's very wise. Edajolos have stayed in her house in Nigeria. My wife is very wise. I rely on her wisdom. Sometimes I want to do stuff and I say, hey babe, what do you think? She tells me this. I say, okay, fine. Imagine if I married a foolish woman and I say, babe, what do you think? And she says, I think. And I go and, so you cannot, you see, if the degree of foolishness exceeds wisdom, run away. Because a foolish woman tears her house down, but a wise one builds. So even the Bible recognizes that they are foolish women. So you must check the brain content. Everybody says the brain content. Come on, I can't hear you. Somebody say the brain content. Tell your neighbor, it's not talking about me, it's you. It's you it's talking about. It's you. Now, let me say this. Sex is not a shared value. You cannot say what you are bringing into a relationship is sex. No. That is only permitted after marriage. So you cannot be mutually exchanging sex. I give to you on Monday, you give to me on Wednesday. It won't work. That is not a mutually shared value. Is that okay? All right. You know, if all you can bring into a relationship is sex, you're not different from a prostitute. I'll say it again. If all you can bring into a relationship is sexual skills, you are not different from a prostitute. I'll say it again. If all you can bring into a relationship is sexual skills, you are not different from a prostitute. I'll say it again. If all you can bring into a relationship is sexual skills, you're not different from a prostitute. I'll say it for the last time. If all you can bring into a relationship is sexual skills, you are not different from, yeah. Fantastic. All these students here, you guys are perfect. All right. Sex is not a shared value except in marriage. The next law, the purpose partner law. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So I'll just run through this because I want us to do like 1 hour so that we can have time and come back. I just explained that, the purpose partner law. So for instance, let me use my life as an example. My wife doesn't like traveling. She doesn't like traveling. So my wife, literally, let me explain this to you. Throughout this year, my wife would never travel from the house. She's just at home. No wonder I was telling her that last year we were 10 years marriage anniversary. I said, can we just go to a place? Let's travel. I just want to take you out. She said, what's the closest place we can go to? I said, closest place is Ghana. And I won't do that. Now, her composition doesn't really like traveling. I like traveling. Now let me explain how I like traveling. I'll finish preaching here on Sunday, and I'm traveling to Rwanda to spend 3 days. Ask me what I'm going to do. Nothing. Just going. Just go get a hotel, just relax, enjoy Jesus, do my work, pray, and go home on Wednesday. That's how much I like traveling. Do you understand? I just like traveling. I like seeing places. Now imagine my wife likes traveling. Who is going to raise the kids? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So your purpose, we're talking about the purpose partner law. Your purpose will determine the kind of partner you should marry. So it is wrong, let me not use the word is wrong, that might be too harsh, but it is not proper to get a partner before you find your purpose. Because if you don't know where you're going, how will you know who can go with you? So let me just use for instance, if you marry a business person, if you're a business person, you would require a different kind of wife. Right? Yeah. If you are a banker, you require a different kind of wife because you're going to spend most times in the bank. So if you marry a lady who always likes somebody to hug, you know, there are people like that. They just like somebody to hug them. If there's nobody to hug them, they carry teddy bear and just be holding teddy bear. You know you can't marry a banker because he will leave the house by 6 and come back by 7. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to find your purpose. God gave Adam work before he gave him wife. And God told Adam, tend the garden. And he gave him a woman to help him. So your wife is supposed to help you fulfill purpose. Your wife ought to help you fulfill purpose. Are you following what I'm saying? So it's called the purpose partner law. So you find your purpose and you determine who can go with you. Let me use you guys as an example again. Come, 3 of you. Let me use it as an example quickly. I think the example just sticks in to make you not forget. Let's assuming you are not getting married again. What kind of thing is this one? You're tired already. And it's not yet 1 month anniversary. You guys are tired. So let's imagine my brother is going this way. Okay? This is his direction. This is where he's going. And he gets married to this lovely lady, but this lady doesn't like that direction. This lady likes going this way. Right? What do you think is going to happen to the marriage? Try. You go this way. Hold yourself. Hold well now. You know this example will soon finish. Do you know what is going to happen? Strain. They're going to have communication issues. They're going to have perspective issues. This guy is seeing this way. This lady is seeing that way. Now, okay, thank you. Now let's imagine this lady is also focused on going this way. Now let's just join up. Work smart as if you want to get married. Don't be walking like... Okay, so they hold hands and they are walking. What's happening? Just walk a bit. What's happening? There's a free flow. The most important thing here, hold on. The most important thing here is perspective. What's the